Welcome, 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 welcome to day one of my free healer brand workshop. I'm going to go ahead and admit the people that are coming in with me on live. And if you're watching me on the replay, say hello in the comments. Hello, beautiful. Just waiting for people to come in. Let me get your water, settle in, get some papers. I'm gonna start sharing the screen. Welcome, welcome, welcome to day one of our healer brand workshop. Hi, Glow. Hey, beautiful. Yay, I'm so happy to see everybody. How are you? How is everybody? Let me see, I want to see everybody who's showing up. Wait, no, here. Okay. I know you're here. Just waiting around for people to come in who want to come in with me on live. Hola, Glow. ¿Cómo está, baby? So glad to see you. Estamos en esa. Estamos todas en esa. It's like the great mothers are being called to come and work. And yes, so
I can't hear you very well. I don't know why.
Because I have music on. Can you hear it? I'm just kind of waiting.
I can't. I hear both.
Okay, let me take it off. Just had like an introduction music that I had. Can you hear me now? Hi, Kelly.
Yeah, it's better now.
Hi, welcome. Seeing faces, matching faces to faces. How are you?
Good, I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
Good, good. I'm settling in. There's a lot of upheaval in my life, but one of the things going well is this. So, where are you from? Where are you calling, tuning?
I'm in Colorado. I'm in Wheat Ridge.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're like right, I'm in Gold.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like 10 minutes from you.
Oh my God, then we need to meet. Picnic.
I would love that.
If we do. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and share. Where was I? I'm just going to go ahead and do the presentation. People come and go, and a lot of people are going to come on the replay. I do want to let everybody know that the more that you engage in the Facebook group and in the comments, the person who at the end of the workshop engages the most with comments and sharing about the workshop and coming in, they get a free 2-hour Soulbiz coaching where we'll go deep with your soul branding. Okay, just want to let you know that that's
the other day.
I'm posting everything on the Facebook group.
And then he had
Everybody can mute them.
Oh, Monday night, like Adam came over, but I was still kind of staying away from people. So, you know, but I'm glad I've been negative twice now. I'm good. So, but yeah, this new outbreak, it's like I was outside the whole time when I caught it. You know what I mean? Unless I got it in the porta potty, like you got to be careful with this new strain. It went away after a week, no fever, but I had all the other symptoms. So, you know, yeah, but it was okay. You know, it's funny. I was telling, yeah.
If everybody can mute their mics. Yes, thank you, babe. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. Now I can go in. Okay, going back to present. Go back in. There's always with these webinars a landing space, and it's something that we just have to tune in as online healers, as people who facilitate online. It's like the tech, it's getting people grounded, everybody coming into sync, and it shows in the technology and in the So it's one of the things. So thank you for being here. This is like a taste of what it's like to work with me long term. I'm about to launch one of my signature programs, which is Birth Your Soulbiz. And if everybody can mute their their microphones, that would be amazing. And so this whole experience was it's like a gift for whoever was open to receiving, to step into the knowledge of, I have 26 years of experience in magazine and advertising industry as well. Museum development and community project management, as well as social media writing, 360 advertising, like all the medias and how to coordinate print and radio and TV and digital, all that stuff I've done, I've created. I've been a senior creative in many places up in the corporate beast, and I have been back and forth, and I'm now going back deeper into my goddess self, because the past 4 years I really have gone into the business side of it. But one of the things that I always noticed when I first got into this industry, healing, I've been really deeply working on myself for 23 years. And then like really professionally with all the certifications in place, with the Soulfire name and everything, and brand as it's been, developing itself and coming to me as well, because it's an entity. It's like it becomes your chief management entity and you're the CEO, but that entity chose you as the one with its own values, its own look and feel, its own way of being and communicating and of creating in human conversations. So yeah, so here's me. If for those of you who have not, why is this so large? Hi, beautiful, how are you? So good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Yay, so happy. This has been a boon. I'm in the middle of like so much change, and this has given me center, and you guys like, woohoo, jihi, I just rally up with my knowledge and beingness. So this is me. I'm a soul sister. That's first things first, because I really think figuring myself out has been a lifelong thing. So and understanding my mystic gifts, my psychic gifts, the different changes that I am, the whole empathic thing with the traumas and how they amplified some of my psychic gifts, and then transmuting that and coming back into being a human being without disassociating. That's been my journey. So I am a soul sister first before all the certifications I'm going to show you now, but I'm also a mystic circle leader. And one of the things, that's how I started. I just wanted to get, let's get all the mystics out from the mountains and get them to meet together and also create clients. And I became known as like a Mr. Circle leader, and that I would do a lot of networking. A lot of beautiful miracles would happen in those circles. I'm also a certified crystal healer. I'm a shamanic energy healer. I'm a registered world metaphysics practitioner. I'm Usui Reiki, crystal Reiki, shamanic Reiki master teacher, and I've been training people for the last 3 years full on, a lot, really beautiful. When you become a master teacher, a mentor, it's a whole new level of healership. And I think that's also when you start wanting to step into more of your leadership, and you want to show it more in your brand as well. I'm also a rebirthing breath practitioner. That's originally how I began when I was 19. I began the whole spiritual journey was with rebirthing breath work. I also have been studying A Course in Miracles for more than 15 years, and I've led 3 study groups so far, whole year of working with A Course in Miracles. I'm also an Arawak Red Road Crystal Medicine woman. I work with a shaman back home, Puerto Rico. I'm a spiritual life coach. I'm a healer brand doula, and I say that because everybody who works with me also gets my corporate side, who's also like ambitious, kind of like I'm kind of like the Osho of the shaman. I do want more, and that's okay. And I've been coming to terms with that. But part of it is that this creation is part of that, coming to terms with both sides of myself, that corporate ambitious self that I was, and then the crystal shamanist that I have become and started to embody. I am embodying. I'm also a certified business coach as well, a content strategist, senior creative for Fortune 500 companies, magazines, and cultural institutions for more than 26 years. And that's why I'm here speaking to you. This is like my lowest point, and you can see that picture. Wait, hold on. I want to see you guys, but I'm just going to lower this. Okay, there we are. Right. You guys in there near my. This guy was friends with one of my best friends, and he had invited me. I was a love addict. This is me, overworked with like 3 jobs. I look beautiful outside, but inside I was like a breaking point. Hi, Tahoe. Hey, beautiful. Welcome. Exhausted, love addicted to the max, low self-esteem, low self-worth, a lot of childhood trauma that I was hiding under a lot of I guess the faha. I did have something like, you know, got things in, what are those called? Those shaper thing. Anyway, body issues, self issues, disassociation galore, like complex PTSD. I you know, like empath narcissistic dynamic over and over. And so this guy had invited me. We had like a wonderful, he was the brother of one of my best friends, and she used to be my boss as well. We ended up, she's now a coach and another soul sister, but he went out with me when we went to Houston. Everything was great, beautiful. It was a whirlwind romance. And he invited me to this party where you see this picture, where we were going to have a grand old time. It was at his parents' home back in Puerto Rico. So he was going to introduce me to everybody. And it's going to be like, woo, okay, woo, I got one. This is, I got a live one, because I guess that's what love addicts do, especially if you want to hide underneath somebody else's power, which is with, you know, people with like codependent, like massive codependent issues. Hi, beautiful. I'm here just sharing my, so, okay. So he invites me to this party. When I get to this party, I'm like all decked out. I feel like beautiful. I did my hair, blow dry my hair. He's right in the middle of the foyer that opens up this beautiful garden. He's making out with one of the other best friend of my best friend. And he had invited me there to make me feel, to embarrass me and to embarrass his sister, my best friend. And then he made his friends take this picture. And I was just there like, okay, and I would disassociate it over and over. So I'm just saying, like, the before, this is me before, overworked and hiding, not knowing who I was and letting people just completely, you know, it's like no boundaries at all, letting people who did not have their best interests to come into my life. And that is done and over with. Thank God, because of my work with myself, with understanding who I was and getting myself back, which is the biggest, you know, getting my boundaries and my self-care back, which is the biggest thing for codependence and for people who call themselves empath, which is just basically like codependent going wild. And so you feel about everything and you don't have a personality. But the good thing about creating your own brand as a healer and as somebody who has exploded into personalities or has tried to hide in somebody else's power is to create your healer brand, to say who you are, to land all this with all the tools that 3D has, which is symbols, colors, shapes, messages, here, now, you know, use, you know, those paths of physicality to bring in your new ideas instead of just be floating up there and being, who am I, or sharing other people's posts, or just, you know, being, you know, you see a lot of, I see some healers now, but they're always sharing other people's stuff, and like memes. And memes are okay and they're funny and you accentuate, but there's a point where you want to start creating your own content. And here's where we are. So here's me now, And I'll check the chat in just a second. I'm living in my dream place. I put that in there in the mountains of Colorado, although it's changing. I am about to return home to rebuild and reconnect. And I have a lot of community there and beautiful things and doors opening there that are happening really fast. So you'll know that you guys are the first ones to know that's happening, because I'm opening the shop again in a very, like a very good place in the middle of San Juan, Puerto Rico. It's in Miramar. I have healed my mother, father, witch wounds. I could now care less about which guy is after me or like romance or my story of romance. It wasn't just a story that I wanted with the romance. Then I did that with my business as well. It was a story that I dragged myself to the limit, to my body, to the limit with my with my daughter in tow, with all the changes. And it would also do it for you. But the quicker you identify and land yourself, your brand will evolve as a healer. But the quicker you can do that, go up and down the physicality versus spirituality densities, the quicker you can make bank and also ground yourself, because this is not just about like the money. This is about the work that you came here to do as a soul. I'm a single mother with a great co-parent relationship. I do have my own business. I've been in business for myself for the past 12 years. It's been, not gonna lie, it's been a roller coaster, but I have, I think the fire has kept me going, and my purpose, and understanding my purpose, and understanding my gifts, and understanding that go beyond my hurt and everything that's happened to me, and be that beacon that can help others, rise. That's basically my thing. Yes, I'm not gonna. Oh, and this is like really cool. Oracle decks, crystals, and esoteric books. They're tax deductible items for my business, and that's like, who doesn't want this? Hey, hi, beautiful. All right, cool. Just checking the chat. All right, let's go deep. So what we're doing is creating a conscious brand. And what a conscious brand, and you can go deeper in the site, and I'm going to be posting all of these links on the group, consciousbrands.com. It really lays down the parameters for what a conscious brand is, but it's basically a brand that creates positive impact for community around it and for the planet. It's not just, it's by itself, it's a oneness type of brand. It knows its place in the community. So it's kind of an Ubuntu type of idea. It's not just seeing profits, but their impact as a whole throughout time. That's what a conscious brand. So what a conscious brand is. It also builds trust authentically by having and they go through a process that they hire people like me for, of really thinking about taking in the research and really thinking about and landing the personality and the value of the brand. And it's like better business on purpose, and it's the way of the future. And all big brands know that they have to go through this process of matching up to their conscious, to their values, to what they're saying, their mission, their vision is, because their impact on the world is being washed upon by the next generation. Your unique healer brand defines and grounds you. It speaks to the right customer. It's going to take half of the battle out, because you're going to be so aligned if you take the time to think about your symbols and your colors and your message and your values. And we'll go deeper into that, but it will speak to the right customer even before, while you're sleeping, while your site is sleeping, or while your posts are still on. You also create consistency. If you have one brand doing the same thing over and over, and you have brand guidelines, which is the main document that all brands, when they are embodying and coming into being, and then to be able to go down like a big brand guidelines document that goes to people like me, like a copywriter and the designer, the art director, and everybody has to conform to these brand guidelines. And that is your master document. And that's something that we'll do in the Birth Your Soulbiz program. That's my 9-month group and one-on-one, brand building, a healer brand building vortex. And we're going to talk about that later. So your brand is like the room decor where your business waiting room is. Like, think about it as your business waiting room. It's the one that's going to keep them there, and it's going to grab the attention, but it's also going to be the door into their customer experience. It's the beacon to your circle, but you have to love it. Like, it really has to, your private parts need to tingle. It's your creativity, and you need to tweak it until it feels right, until it feels aligned. And it will evolve with you, but the basic things will stay. Like the circle for me, which is how I started, the golden circle of all these healers. That's how I started. That's always, golden circle is always there. And you've seen it in all my posts, right? And it's there. And I invested in it, $18 on that circle from, which you will probably do, get packets of like iconography or images that you like. Hi, Darlene, more people coming in. Hey, welcome. So a conscious brand builds trust, and that's your biggest north. You want trust, and how do you build that? Through consistency, through structure. Then you have some structure, then you can flow. The goddess part of you, the creative part of you flows through it, but defining who you are, who you're speaking to, what's your personality, what do you look like, and what's your conversation like, that's your main biggie. And that's gonna take, again, half of the selling for you, because people see something that looks cohesive, that they can trust, and it resonates with them. Oh, okay, now let me see what they have to say. Now I feel good. So that means that the brand would have to resonate across the website, your posts, your the way that you speak, and also kind of resonate with your offers and with your content pillars as well, which is what we're going to do the next couple of days. This is the anatomy of the brand. It's a personality. Basically, what you're building is a personality. And if you saw a previous post that I did, it's about your alter ego. If you find your alter ego, you can start building your brand very easily. And it's about playing. And one of the first things that I tell people to do is to start playing with, is to start a mood board in Pinterest. These are the most important document that you need in order to ground your brand. Need to get some water. Is, like I said, your brand guidelines document, which has all of these things explained and to the G. Your color palette, your look and feel. That's more about, it's iconography, but it's also the hues and how they are used, like, and also look and feel. It's the general vibe as well of the design. Your iconography, which are your symbols, your photography and illustration styles. What are they going to be like? Please choose one. Your color palette, choose 3, 1 main color, 2 secondary, and then 2 more like that are, used with touches, and you use it for something. So no more than 3 colors in your color palette. Your look and feel, you're going to start doing in a mood board in Pinterest. And I'm also going to give you a site where you can go look for mood boards and color palettes at coolors.co to those. Your tagline, that is the one, it's what you do in one fresh. And if you can get it into 3 words, really cool words that have the energy that you have chosen as well, your words, your vision, your mission. Very clearly and impactfully said. That's your tagline, sells you on so many levels, and it can go underneath your logo as well. it defines you. It defines the main symbology of you and what you do. Your voice, tone, and manner is how are you going to converse with your customer. Content pillars, that's about, your content. What are the main, I usually, the basic is just 4 main subjects that your brand is about. And that's what you're going to publish about. You're going to rotate
Cool.
weeks. Hey, who's there? I saw that. Hi, Katie. Welcome. How are you?
Good.
Hey. So I'm going to connect with you guys a lot more later. I'm just going to go through the class rules so we all like absorb it. And then we'll go into the journey, okay? Your customer experience, it needs to jive with your look and feel, with everything that you're thinking, the why, the who you're talking about. This is my look and feel. It's like, it's the whole personality and how you behave. That's what you are thinking about right now. So put a star next to that because I want you to journal. That's one of your own work for this, is to journal about your brand, set of beliefs, your values, how you behave, and how, anything that you look, how do you look like and how do you behave? The part about positioning, values, and personality, that's basically when you go deeper into your why and what makes you stand apart in the industry that you are placing yourself. But your personality is the brand. That's the one that we're concentrating on now. Choosing your colors, basically color theory is behind it, and it's the entire advertising industry uses color theory to sell to you. So getting to understand color theory, emotional color theory, and you can Google it up, and I'm also going to be posting links to good sites where you can understand color theory, and then start just seeing which one speaks to you and your purpose as well, of what you do for people. What is the emotional benefit that people get out of you when they come out of a session? What's the word that they always tell you that they feel? How do they feel? Start there. Yeah, I already said this. Choose through 3 to 5 colors, one main one, especially after you go research color theory, 2 secondary ones, and then 2 accent ones for your color palette. This site is really cool. Let me just show you, coolers.co. You just go in there. There's a whole bunch of mood boards, color palettes. Go in there, go crazy, save up, sign up, and save up all the color palettes. And then all the ones you want. And then if you can't decide, then go, then come back the next day and start like deleting the ones that are not. But this is a great place to start. It's where a lot of designers go to get, really cool palettes and inspiration, right? And it's like a color palette generator. You can tell it things that you want, and you can also do it. It has a mobile. Your moon sign, that post that I said about the moon sign, there's a lot of you who do not feel, they resonate with a lot of what people have put in online about the mood boards or the colors. What I said about the moon sign is that it's really the emotional landscape. So this is what most people have thought about when they think of fiery and Aries, they think of red. But like other people that I've spoken to that I've loved rainbow, you can definitely have a in your face rainbow and like play with the fonts in your face, or there's ways of embodying your moon sign, because it's where you feel at ease and be fiery, but does not have to be in the color that people suggest. Because the main thing that I want out of here is that you do your unique healer brand, because cookie cutter healer, cookie cutter brands do not work for us. They do not identify us. So, and also understanding how to start playing with it in a way that you can present it yourself, or you can create it yourself. And then when you have a VA or somebody who can assist you, or maybe a graphic designer that you can tell them what they do, they can, you already have this thought out as well, and already very clear on what works for you. Mood boards and Pinterest. This is where it begins, and I like doing this because you can, just see very clearly what you want to represent. And there's a lot of beautiful images and imagery there that you can look up and start making mood boards. And you can make as many as you want, but it's you need to start an inspiration place where you need to keep things together. If you don't like going on Pinterest and you like doing things by yourself, to collages, and just look around for magazines, cut out what you like, what you love, the fonts you like, the colors, the any shapes that you like, and start cutting them around. I love doing collages, and for me it's like a brain blast, and I love creating. So that's another way that you can start a mood board. But it's it needs that to start, like the essence of the body that you are creating to come in. And so that's another thing that I would definitely put a star next to it, as another item to do, something to do within the next couple of weeks. These are main brand creating tips from Canva. When I saw them, I was like, yeah, this is exactly what I would say. So I did not, and of course I give credit to who it's credit. So they say to embrace color theory. We'll talk about that in the next slide. To understand what colors mean. Once you understand them, and once you also understand the colors that you are jiving to, and what your purpose is, then that you already understand the where the sorry, just got cut off. Let me get some water. Since these color theories came out from psychology in the 1970s, they have already been coded with the brands that you've seen, and it's what the main researchers use, main psychologists use for branding. So they already have this code that you can type into. You're definitely here to break new parameters, but definitely knowing the standard for what each color does to a human, usually emotionally, will help you then visually quickly touch upon what the emotional benefit that you create for your tribe, for your people, and as a healer as well. Identifying what your brand is about so you can align with the relevant colors. That's what I was talking about just now. Considering your competitors as well. What are they? But this is just to kind of give you a compass of where you are, and who are your competitors, and how you're positioning yourself as different and as better as them. And especially because you don't want to look the same as them, or want, if they're already, their brand is very strong with certain colors, if you want to use those same colors, you definitely want to see how you differentiate yourself from them. And so think about colors and symbols and values and things and words that mean a lot to you. And I want you to start putting them on that collage and on your paper as well. Create and test the color palette across everything that we are going to also touch upon, which is the content pillars and your offers and what you're offering, what you're here for. But it's once you have that color palette, just make sure that it aligns with what you're saying your purpose is and what you're selling as well. Creating brand guidelines, which is what we'll, one of the main things that we'll do during my Birth Your Soulbiz program, the 9-month program. Here's the basics of emotional color theory. Red is all about excitement. Strength, love, and energy. Orange is about confidence, success, bravery, sociability. Yellow is about creativity, happiness, warmth, cheer. These are how the colors affect people. emotionally. Green is about nature, healing, freshness, quality, brings up those qualities in people. Blue brings in trust, peace, loyalty, competence. Pink brings in compassion, sincerity, sophistication, sweetness. Purple brings in luxury, royalty, spirituality, and ambition, which is one of my colors. And you probably be using a lot of purple if you are in the spiritual business realm. Brown is about, I don't know, being rugged and grounded and being trustworthy and very, solid. Black is very formal, dramatic. It brings in a lot of sophistication and mystery, but also security as well. White, clean, simplicity, clear, clarity, and a lot of innocence and honesty as well. The sense of honor. So these are tips for choosing your colors. Consider your personality. And I would say if you can jot down 3 words right now in your piece of paper of what your personality is like. 3 words to describe your personality right now. Go ahead and write down as well, who are you speaking to? Let's go ahead, whatever comes up. I want you to also answer this. What are your emotional benefits when people come out of your sessions? What do they feel like? What's happening to them? What's the pattern that you're seeing of the benefits, their emotional benefits that they're getting? Remember that the sale and the trust, and that they will buy from you the more that they trust you. But if they know when you can understand the emotional benefits that you give them, then you're gold. So consider the medium that you're speaking them in and how the color will be used. Like, it's colors are different online than, in real print. Consider that as well. Especially if you choose clashing colors. Hey, beautiful, welcome. I'm just going to ask everybody to mute their microphone until the class is done, and then we're going to share in the end, but definitely. So your brand iconography, this is also goes in the brand guidelines document as well. It's because a strong visual brand identity is a powerful force. It's a personality that you can, it's like seeing a celebrity in your field of vision. It's powerful. And the clearer it is with the message behind it and the intention behind it, and with the colors and the look and feel, and where it looks right, it smells right. So it should be it, it is right. So your iconography is all about your symbols, and this is where you're going to touch upon cultural language. Your symbolism language can be as complex or as simple as you, but it needs to be defined. And I definitely say, especially to my shamanic Reiki students, I always tell them to do not appropriate without understanding first. Use what's yours. Stay with what really feels like it's your path. It's your spiritual path. Even if you're from another country of the path that you are following it, make sure that it means something. Do not just culturally appropriate something just because you think it's cool. Be very careful with that, especially as healers online. And if you want to also be ethical and look as well, ethical as well. So just be aware of your cultural situation with the symbols that you choose. But the symbols that you choose encapsulate meaning, and they speak on a very deeper levels of the mind, and they tell your tribe to spark up really fast the minute you have them in your posts and in your communications. One well-aligned symbol makes a sale. Just because that other person is working with that symbol and you have it in there, it makes a sale, especially with spiritual businesses. Symbols carry stories of cultural life. They're used by different people in different cultures and passed down each other. And but they identify tribe of the ways of people or lifestyles as well. So a well-chosen symbol is key. I would stick with one different type of symbols, like I have golden shamanic symbols that I use. And I also have sacred geometry golden symbols that I use, but not more than 3 different types of symbologies that you would use in your brand as well. Because it then gets too many symbols and it's too jumbled. You really want to get down to the symbol that is yours, and a couple of others that look alike and also say of what you are. Resonance. Think resonance. When you see a symbol and your entire body is resonating to it, and it has something that is teaching you and sending to you, and codes that are awakening you, that symbol is part of your brand. Definitely if it's speaking to you for over and over and over, like my circle and the fire within was calling to me for over and over and over, and I would draw it over and over until I realized that it was my logo because the mystic circles were done on new and full moons, and we always had a fire, and it was I miss those, but more is coming. More mystic circles are coming, so I'm happy that's going to happen again. So symbols are how you tap into streams of belief and channel them into creations and the movements that you are leading as well. Hey, is everybody here? I just feel like I lost everybody. Okay, just want to say in the chat, if you could pull up the chat. Your voiced tone and manner. Hold on, just need to check that you guys are here. Okay. Yay, okay. Oh, listen, we're almost there. We're going to talk about voice, tone, and manner now, which is how you speak to your customers. And this just a structure to how you're going to speak to them. And Coca-Cola is the most well-known voice, tone, and manner case study that you can think of. And it's because they've been focused since the 1950s. They've been focused on family values. They've thought it out. Everything needs to go along with that, with positivity and friendliness. And now they're going deeper into creativity, but it's always about a smile. And their marketing and messaging has been full examples of happy lives always. They're better when they drink a Coke, not generally, but when you think of Coca-Cola, you think of happy moments, happy, like cheers or happy moments or summer, I don't know. Over time, it has helped to build a very strong brand recognition because they really were one of the first to really research their people, going into every country, researching what each cultural identification made them theirs or felt wanted or friendly or good times. And they went in there and they came in with all that messaging, and they broke through, and they became, world beverages. So your brand voice and tone of voice is a consistent way of conveying your brand message to people. So take a moment right now and just jot down in your piece of paper what 3 ways that you want your conversation to be. What 3 adjectives would you give to the conversation that you're having? What do you want to feel like? What do your brand conversations feel like? Yay, you're welcome. So your brand voice, tone, and manner, together with the tangible visuals, that defines your brand identity. So really is your message, your why, and what you do, the emotional benefit that you do for people, with your very tangible visuals, the ground for the human mind, who you are, what you're doing here for, how you're making me feel. That is your brand identity. And crafting that takes time. And that's why I created the Birth Your Soulbiz 9-month. And I'm excited about the women who are going to hop into that. So it defines your voice, tone, and manner, defines the conversation and the personalities involved in your brand and the exchange. It's where trust is established and the sale is happening. It doesn't matter how long you've been speaking to somebody. They can, the sale happens, like all of a sudden they'll buy everything at the moment, or they'll be looking at your content for a whole year and then they'll buy. It depends on people, but if you're very clear on your messaging and you look and feel and you create that trust and consistency in your brand, the more the merrier, the more income comes in as well, more avenues for cash come in. It could be informative, it could be very pragmatic, it could be very inspirational, it could be empowering, it could be aspirational. Define with an adjective what your voice, tone, and manner would be. I just want you to put some words. And these are your brand words as well. They're part of your values as well. So go ahead and write that down. And I want to speak to you about what? My creation. For the past 3 years, I've been working one-on-one with healers to work on their brand, the way that Fortune 500 companies ask me to. When they come in, when big brands come in and they have a new product, they always have to do a variation of a brand. Or they're starting from scratch, and I've created catalogs, I've created brands for Xfinity as well. The different brands want mini brands as well, depending. And the main thing is to lay down the personality and lay down the brand guidelines for teams across the world to follow the same brand guidelines when they communicate according to this brand, and also create all the different communication templates that they need to. And this is one of the big things that we're going to be doing in Birth Your Soulbiz. So here's all, if you want to check out, I'm going to be putting in the link over there. If you really feel like this is giving you a lot of value and you want to work deeper with me, I would love for you, and I lovingly invite you into my sacred creation to come and spend 9 months of your life really going deep into who your Soulbiz is, your brand, your content, how to schedule it your way, as well as land and create your complete offer suite. Okay, so the first 3 months we're going to be working on your brand, right here. The next 3 months we're going to be working on your content and structuring your content, and the last 3 months we're going to be working on creating your offer suite. Okay, and this entire program is $6,000. And there's definitely early bird payment. There's different payment plans and early bird payment programs as well that you can check out if you sign up before the end of this month by the 31st of July. There's early bird, and you can get $5,000 off, as well as a free full chakra balance. Or you can also get a payment plan, early bird payment plan, that's the best, payment plan for this program right now. And if you have any questions, let me check the chat and what's going on. And if you want to share, please go ahead. Beautiful. I would love for my conversations. John Tay, Bushan. Yeah, they seem to be the same words as before. Yes, that's good to check in every year or every season that if you're evolving a lot, to check in with your brand words, because they really help you inspire. First of all, they land your content pillars, and they also help you inspire content as well from those words. Hi, Claire. Great stuff. Yes, thank you. You're welcome. Accepting compassion. I'm just checking the chat. I'm we're going to be doing a shamanic journey, so don't go away. But if you need to go and hold on, get some water and come back, okay? It's gonna be, stop the shit. Well, no, I don't. Sorry about that. Hold on, I need to share the screen again. Here's where we were. Okay, yes. Right. I am going to put on some music. I'm trying to get, where are you? Okay. I wanted to see you, but I can't see you. Where? I'm sorry, I want to see you guys. Okay, there you are. I just didn't want to stare at that. All right. Again, using one of my favorite songs, Riverbells by Anugama. Sister Waters. Oop. No. Okay, it's gonna be another song. Never mind. We roll with the punches. All right, let's take 3 deep breaths. Oh. If you need to center yourself, you can place your hand over your heart. Deep breath in through your nose. And out through your mouth. Calling our sacred directions, Mother Earth, Father Sky, the guardians of this universe and our own hearts. We thank them for being here right now. A deeper breath. Asking for any fear, obligation, or guilt to leave this space now. I place myself as a clear channel for light and love to come in. The light is our guide. May this journey be for the highest good of each. We are calling forth our Soulbiz entity to be revealed to us. We're going into the middle world to journey and meet our Soulbiz entity, our creation, our baby that we've been working on for the past couple of years. This is a very sacred moment. Again, asking for any bit of fear, obligation, or guilt that it's here now to leave this space now is claimed for the light, and it is so. Asking for our ancestors, our animal spirits, our plant spirits, our crystal spirits to be here now and journey with us into the middle world. Taking you a deeper world. I'm going to count down, getting deeper into the mind. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You land in a clearing, beautiful, beautiful clearing of your most favorite landscape. I want you to send down a cord of light to the great mother, to the great central iron core of Mother Earth. Send down from your root chakra a light cord to connect to the iron core, to the mother, from your perineum, down your legs, down the bottom of your feet, through the magma, through the crystals, through the caves, down, down into the amorphous iron core that beats electromagnetically for all of us, the core of the Great Mother. I want you to anchor them, ask that the iron in your blood resonate to her now. And you're connected to the Mother now, and it is so. Calling in Reiki energy and all my crystal allies, which I will be using during this shamanic journey. Now, I want you from your crown chakra, send up a cord of light up, up, up into the grand central sun, which is the physical counterpart of source, of connection to source from this universe. Beyond the room that you are in, beyond the country that you're in, beyond the planet, beyond the solar system, beyond the galaxies, beyond into the center of this universe. Big, bright, beaming source of light that opens you up and showers your entire body with shimmers of golden light. Clearing, 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 pouring, coming down into your crown chakra, back into all of your bodies, connecting, lighting up your body. And as you are connecting with the cord that you just sent down to the earth, you are safe with the Mother, with the Father, and you open up to receive your power, the embodiment of your power, your brand, your personality, your alter ego, the one that is now co-creating with you, the idea that chose you to bring him or her to earth. And it is so. Landing back down on the clearing that I landed you in. You now see a beautiful, huge tree, like, a humongous tree that reaches down all the way down into the bowels of the earth and then reaches up into the heavens as well. You're going to call in your power, animals, crystals, and plants. Call in your ancestors, your guides to be here now. Create a circle of light around us. May everything that is shown to us be clear, concise, and for the highest good of us here and now. It's time for us to be seen. We are ready to receive the messages of our own creation, and it is so. In front of you, choose the guardians that are going with you, your power, animals, spirits, plants, or crystals. One of your guides opens the door in the middle of the huge tree and you walk into the lobby. And you see you can go straight into the middle world, up into the upper world, or down into the underworld. We're going to go into the middle world because your creation already is. And you come into this one, to the astral mirror illusion of what is, grounded. If you feel that you need to do any protection, any symbol of protection around you, gather in your power allies, tell them what they need to do. Go ahead right now. You all walk in to the middle world door, open the door, and you walk into a new landscape, a new portal, a new place, here, now. You are in the mirror world of where you are right now. And in there, things change, shape like illusions. It's a shapeshifter world. I want you to keep walking into that world until you see a door, a clearing, a space, maybe some bushes, something clearing, a space where you know a special person is waiting for you. And you and your posse and your power posse and your Soulbiz guardians now walk into this room, into this clearing, into this beautiful natural space. And there is a being there of an unfathomable light. And you can barely see it, and then it starts to embody, starts to congeal all that light, all those colors starts to personalize, come down and embody, engender. And your Soulbiz personality is right in front of you. Your practice, your creation, the one that you have been giving so much light and energy to, and effort and service through, is now embodied in front of you. I need you to take a moment to observe and appreciate this being as it is showing him or herself to you. Go ahead and work some of my energy as you have a conversation with this being. I want you to also have an exchange of gifts with this being, right? I'm gonna work some energy work while you do this. Just have a conversation, ask him everything that you want. Ask him about your colors. Ask him about your symbols. Ask him about your brand values, your purpose. Anything that you want to know from them, now is the time. And you can always come back here to receive all the information that you need. This is where your Soulbiz lives. If you have any doubt of anything that's happening in your business right now, go ahead and ask them. What am I missing? What am I not seeing? What do you want me to know? It's the main thing that you want me to know about why I am bringing you here to my life, to Earth. When you're done having the conversation, questions, I want you to materialize in your hand a gift, something that you're going to give your business child. Just hand it over to them. And then your Soulbiz now has something in their hand and shows it to you. What is it? What are they saying? What is this for? I'm asking for any new gifts any openings to new gifts, new ways of integrating your gifts with the jobs that you've had before to come in now. And it is so. Ooh. I need to open all that. Now asking your heart to resonate with the heart of this Soulbiz person, your entity that is in front of you. Just have a moment to resonate heart to heart. And if you can't find it, just put your hand over your heart again. Go deeper, count down, and go deeper into yourself again. And when you feel that heart-to-heart connection has happened, go ahead and give your Soulbiz entity a hug and thank them for all the beautiful information. Thank you, being of light, for choosing me to bring you into creation. I am now open to hearing you, to understanding you. You're now directly open to speaking to me now. I want you to ask their name as well. It doesn't have to be the same name of your practice, but ask them their name. Ask them about your colors. And give him one last hug. Your power crystals, plants come back with you. You thank your entity coming back into yourself. You know that you can always come back to this place to connect with your Soulbiz entity. The connection has already been established. The conversation has been established. The guidance has been established. Thank you for creation and for all the facets of being, of the oneness. Coming back into the door, the portal that you went into, the middle world. Come back into the lobby of the tree. Thanking your guides. Come back from the tree into the clearing. Calling our energy we have given away or left behind to come back to us now, consciously or subconsciously, to come back to us. Get purified through the crystals in our home and come back to us. To be integrated. Coming back into ourselves from that clearing, landing into our body. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back into yourself. Land on your feet. Both connections to the mother and the father. I want you to furrow them down. Crown chakra, come down. Root chakra, come back up. Sealing your aura. I'm just gonna do a little bit of clearing work now with some smoky quartz on all of our collective energy body as you come down into your body with all the information, new understanding, new ways of being, and embodiment information galore. Thank you, light, because you are the energy of information. Thank you, create love, because you are the energy of creation. Thank you, ancestors, for being here now. Thank you to sacred directions and our power beings and allies. Thank you, thank you. Thank you to the crystals that have helped me be here now and clear your energy bodies and the trust that you have given me today and your time and space. Thank you for being here. Love you guys and girls and everything in between, and ETs and cats and everything in between. Thank you for being here. And anybody wants to share, now is the time. And if you don't, I'm good, whatever, however it feels like. Hi, Kate.
Thank you, beautiful.
You're welcome. You're so welcome.
Thank you.
You went somewhere and back.
Yes.
Yes, you did. I saw you coming and going. So definitely jot down stuff now. Get a whole bunch of water, whatever you need to down, and like everything that came in, just pour it down. So love it. You're so welcome. And I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. And the next time we'll go into content structure and then more energy work, of course, because we're going to be working with our sacral. And then the last day we're going to be talking about, and then we're going to be working with our solar, because oh God, yes, I know a lot of healers need solar work. I love you. Thank you for being here. This was good. This was great. I needed it.
Thank you so much, Brenda. I always love it, and I'm so excited that you're coming back.
Yes, I don't know. That's gonna be very interesting, but I feel good things happening. Like there's so many doors opening with that, and actually,
That is so awesome.
I can't wait to co-create with you too.
Yeah, I love that.
While you're there, so yes, that is happening and it works. And
I want to express my gratitude for
what?
I want to express my gratitude for an inclusive environment. Thank you so much for having me here.
You're welcome, baby. And thank you for, I know that we've been like Facebook friends for a while, for being here and taking the time to actually connect. And I feel you, and thank you for being here. So yes, thank you, Claire.
You've seen quite a bit of change from me.
Yes, I know. That's so, I feel very honored. I'm getting chills because so much change. I know so much is finally landing for you as well now when you start. Ooh, I'm getting chills when you land that brand and start going like, I'm getting chills because it's going to be on fire and amazing, and call the right people to you, because it's usually old versions of ourselves. That's who we can best help. That's what we're doing here. Everybody to get out of their old versions and into their true versions, what they came here to do. So, thank you for being here. So I'll see you the next couple of days. Thank you. Take care.
Bye, everyone.
Take care. Bye.